Good morning. Welcome to Lasham Daily Briefing, Monday the 25th of May, 2026. So, Bank Holiday Monday and it's not raining. So let's start with the synoptic. We'll look at yesterday at lunchtime, and you can see this high pressure was centred just out in the North Sea, just off the coast of East Anglia. And if we take that through to lunchtime today, it's moved slightly. It's now on the German-Denmark border, but there's still high pressure lingering around. There's a weak cold front to the north of Scotland. That's going to be of no consequence to us. Take it through to lunchtime tomorrow. And it's a different high pressure that's now starting to dominate, but it's still going to be quite warm, humid, and probably a blue day again tomorrow. I've been trying to get hold of the SatPic, but it looks like the server's down on their website, so we'll skip that and go straight to the rain radar. There has been one or two little showers around this morning, but nothing serious. If we look at the visibility today, there's no real showers forecast in our area. It's going to be reasonably good viz, up to about 10k, if not more. And if we move on to tafts and metals, again, Odium don't work at the weekends and bank holidays, so we've just got the automated METAR, which is 080 degrees, 2 knots, greater than 10k, viz, no clouds, temperature 20, dew point 15, pressure 1031. And over at Farnborough, their TAF was issued 17 hours ago and was only valid up until 7 o'clock last night. So let's look at their actuals. They're variable 2 knots and Cavalcade. 21 centigrade, 15 for the dew point, pressure 1031. Winds aloft to the north of us, 170 degrees, 10 knots at 1,000 feet, the same at 2,000 feet, and 180, 20 at 5,000. To the south of us, 110, 20 at 1,000 feet, 120, 20 at 2,000, and 140, 20 at 5,000. Surface winds here at Lasham, this is 10 o'clock in the morning, we've got a 5 knot sort of easterly, a little bit south in it. If we take that through to about 6 o'clock tonight, there's a bit more south in it. It's now 5 knots southeasterly. But if we look at the Met Office forecast for this area, it's going to be 3 to 4 knots up until about late morning, when it might increase up to about 7, 8 knots now, maybe up to 9 knots by the end of the day. Going from east-southeasterly through southeasterly to south-southeasterly throughout the day. Temperature-wise, at lunchtime today, GFS are forecasting about 27 to 29 in this area, with the dew point around about 18. Here at Lasham, we have 23.5 and 16.5 for the dew point. Looking at the camera on the south side, you can see that south easterly flow, very light, clear blue skies. And looking at sky sights, the point windgram and cross section shows that that wind changing slightly throughout the day, but more importantly, it shows thermal activity usable from about maybe 1 o'clock through until about 6 o'clock this evening, up to about 3.5 to 4,000 feet. We're lucky. Potential flight distance, not very good today. Even if we use the Icon version, then it's still not a brilliant day for getting out of Lasham. Top meteo, if we run that through our now, this is 10 o'clock in the morning with virtually no thermal activity. 11 o'clock, it's starting to get going up to about maybe 2,500, 3,000 feet if you're lucky. And then it'll continue throughout the day. And if you notice along the south coast, we've got sea air coming in, it's going to kill it off. If that sea air gets up as far as Lasham, it's going to be a non-starter for soaring. But that should go on through until at least 5 o'clock tonight. No TAMs, nothing locally to worry about. If you do manage to get off cross country and head off inland, there's quite a few no TAMs to be researched. So make sure you pay due diligence to that. Let's move on then to the local airfield briefing. And we'll start with glider bookings. There's one K21 on the casual list. There's 3 students, of which 2 of them require an instructor. So if there's anybody out there who would like to help out, that would be much appreciated. There's one K21 773 used for member flying. It's required for the hand controls. There's single seat availability, and the simulator is available as per usual. We have a group of German glider pilots from the Wasserkuppe. They arrived a couple of nights ago. They had a great day on the airfield yesterday. Let's continue to extend a warm welcome to them and make sure they have lots of fun flying today and throughout the rest of the week. 2 XL movements. There's nothing to report at this time. Quick advert break for the Autumn Wave Camp, D-Side Gliding Club at Aboyne, 4th to the 23rd of October. You can book via the office and you can get details on the expedition and what the flying's like from myself, Evan, or Barry. So the general situation today is that there's high pressure dominating our weather. There's light southeasterly winds, weak thermals afternoon. We'll be on runway 09 today, cables on the south side. If the wind's light enough for Gary's to get the primary out, they'll be on the north side, auto towing this morning for a short period. And if you're interested in that, then come up and or come out and have a go. So please be ready when the cable tug arrives. Do not land or taxi aircraft on the disused runway shown here in red. And here's the setup for the day. So club winch launching off the grass on 09 South. Aero towing off the runway. I very much doubt there will be a grid today, but if there is, it will be 09 grass north with self-launchers down the back end. We'll be doing right hand and left hand circuits during the main part of the day. Whilst the primary's out, we'll just make the northern half of the airfield sterile for auto towing. That's it from me today. Have a great day's flying, have lots of fun, and please keep it safe.